day, middle of February. Get that helmet camera out. Ride some of the trails of Pittsburgh. This one is the Millville Trail. Riding from Etna to Millvale and then Millvale back is it's pretty rough. It's quicker than riding the roads. Don't ride on a road bike though. Skinny tires, not gonna make it. Let's check out the trail, this time on Bike Physics. This is the Pittsburg Trail system. And as you see, the trail ends in Millvale and does not extend to Etna. But there is a railroad access road, gravel, right next to the train tracks that you can take. We'll start at the end of the trail in Millvale. So if you're actually in Millvale, just keep on going down the street until you go under 28 South, and then turn left across, go under 28 North, cross the train tracks, hit the stop sign at the end, and turn hard left. From the 40th Street Bridge, just roll down the hill and turn right. Hit that same stop sign and turn left and go for the gap in the concrete blocks right there that you see. From the end of the Millvale Trail, on the Millvale end, that's the 40th Street Bridge you see, Washington Crossing, just go for that gap in the concrete. It's not an official trail, it goes for a couple hundred meters and then becomes the access road. Right at the end of the fence is a fishing hole. Just drop down the hill right there. This is where the creek comes out in Millvale. Plenty of people fishing down there. It's kind of a cool place to be. Then, as the official trail is ending, there's some railway tunnels and plenty of graffiti. So check that out. It's kind of cool. The bulk of it, and the best of the good colors, all inside the big railway tunnel. And if you happen to be inside and look up, stalactites from the water coming through. The trail is pretty smooth through here, and as you see, the two paths are combining. Now we're on the access road. It's definitely a lot rougher, and usually in the spring, what they do is come along and dump a whole lot of rough rocks all over the place and make it much more difficult for you to travel. As you approach the final exit of all the creeks in Etna, you'll see kind of a peninsula on the right. I spent a bunch of time down there by myself and with the kids. It's a pretty neat place. You see this funny little tower, and then immediately after that, the bridge. To your right is the peninsula, and to your left, a little farther up, pretty common fishing hole with some good stair access down. You can see the city from here, right over that portion of the peninsula, and here it is. There are a few good ways down. One is right here at that tower, and the other one is at the far end. In low water, there's a lot of play area down there. In high water, it's all flooded. Before you keep on going past the huge piles of railroad ties, take a look back across the bridge, straight away from the river. There's some unused rails and another few fishing holes and the rest of the creek. How many log cabins could you build with all that? So you pass some signals, and then you look to your left, and back up there somewhere is the Schaller Hampton Waterworks. And they do draw a lot of their water from the wells at the river's edge. And one time I was coming along here and saw a snapping turtle crawl all the way up. And if you look down at the edge, there's some nice rocks down there, and they spend time sunning themselves on those rocks. Watch for them. It's after this little turnout that it tends to get really rough. There's the 62nd Street Bridge, Route 8. Here's what I call the Bezos Building, and there's a storm drain cover by the same author earlier in his career. You'll find sections of rail and railroad ties, and sometimes you'll find a barge. This is February, and they're probably taking coal up and down the river. At the 62nd Street Bridge, the Etna Sharpsburg end of the trail, before you turn left across the train tracks, just keep on going under the bridge and take a look. Up the river, you can see the Highland Park Bridge and the Highland Park Lock and Dam. And you can see some barges that were sunk a long time ago. There's some good fishing holes. All right, now back across the tracks, parallel to the bridge toward Sharpsburg and Etna. At the stop sign, take a right to go into Sharpsburg. while you're here, might as well stop at that Sharpsburg Circle K and pick up a 69-cent Polar Pop. Left in front of the building for Etna, right for the rest of Sharpsburg. Pedaling from behind the Circle K in Sharpsburg, go under the 62nd Street Bridge, turn left at the stop sign, and then, at the end of that, go right across the tracks. And you're on your way to Millvale. From Etna, if you're rolling down Freeport Street or Bridge Street at the end of High Street, just going to keep on going under 28. And you'll see all the minis on the left in the parking lot. And maybe, if you're lucky, this beautiful classic Mercedes will still be there. Keep on rolling underneath all the bridges for the 28 Route 8 intersection. You could play in the creek while you're passing or walk across the old railroad bridge. Me and the kids, we do that a lot. But at the end, hit that stop sign, pass it, turn right underneath the bridge, then go between the off-ramp and the storage place. Just keep on going straight ahead till you hit the train tracks, turn right. I hope they put the official trail in sometime soon. I've been waiting for that for years. I don't ride it much because I prefer my road bike, and this trail is bad on those tiny skinny tires. There you have it, the Etna Sharpsburg to Millvale Trail. Enjoy. Thanks for watching Bike Physics. Subscribe for more.